Clic. Mao. Ça tue, ça blesse, ça flingue. Hey, hey, hey. Mao.
Good Thursday morning. It's time for Coffee with Nick. Oh, man. So today, I already have the topic picked out. And we're in the big book. Yeah, sorry, NA Hall. I like both literatures. I've already done my prayer. And I've already sought the wisdom and knowledge. And I didn't even open up to a page. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be brutally honest. So yesterday, 5 years ago, I stepped into my first AA hall. I know that because I bought a big book the first day I was there because that's what was suggested. And I have a note in here from a good friend, Mr. Brady K. And actually, I'd like to read this note to you. There's always a better way in life than the one we had before. There's no reason to go back to the way we were. I'm proud of you, brother. Keep up the good work and continue to do God's work. And then wrote his phone number in there like I didn't have him on speed dial for when I needed to get bailed out. That was on 10/13/20. So yesterday, 5 years ago, I stepped foot in my first AA hall. Crazy. But on the next page, there's only one page in this whole book noted right there. Page 417. We're going to get into it. Top of the page, first paragraph, first full paragraph. Actually, you know what? We need to know one of these. We're double dipping today. All right. Acceptance was the answer. And acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. This book italicizes all a lot. Probably pretty important here. When I am disturbed, it is because I find some person, place, thing, or situation, some fact of my life, unacceptable to me. And I can find no serenity until I accept that person, place, thing, or situation as being exactly the way it is supposed to be at this moment. Nothing, absolutely nothing, happens in God's world by mistake. Until I could accept my alcoholism, I could not stay sober. Until I accept life completely on life's turn, I cannot be happy. I need to concentrate not so much on what needs to be changed in the world as on what needs to be changed in me and my attitudes. I am Nick and I am a certified addict. There's your certifications in the pit of my arms. I make that joke because when I was at the hall the other night, another addict was like, "Where's your certification?" when I introduced myself like that, and I just held my arms out like, right here, bub. It does not matter what or how much we used. Or how we used it. Let's get into this. Acceptance. Dropping bombs today. Okay. Personally, in my experience, serenity does not come without acceptance. If you are not able to accept life on life terms, if you are not able to accept person, places, things for how they are, you will find no peace and serenity. Just gonna be brutally honest. Sorry, I found no peace and serenity. You know, I've dealt with a lot of situations that I just don't agree with. And I'm not just talking like recently. Like, there's a lot of situations I don't agree with just in life in general. And it makes me miserable when I forget that I have to accept things for how they are. Because as it said in the literature right here, nothing, absolutely nothing happens in God's world by mistake. Whew. Gotta let them out. So, nothing happens by mistake. Everything happens the way it does for a reason. So even though it may seem at the time like everything is against you, or that, maybe somebody says something that you don't like, or McDonald's messes up your order. Maybe them pickles was bad, bro. Maybe they was nasty and God didn't want you to get sick. It's silly things like that. Maybe this coffee ran out because I was going to crap my pants if I'd have took another sip. Who knows? That was a bad example. But when you come to God with your issues and what you have, He will either take action or be still. And that means that either you need to take action or you need to be still. If you can learn how to accept life on life's terms, and if you can learn to accept people, places, and things as they are, life becomes a lot easier. And even though you don't understand it, I say us people, the addicts, the common addict, they don't like authority. They don't like being told what to do. They like suggestions. But unfortunately, not everything in life is a suggestion, and not everybody understands that we need suggestions. They can approach us maybe in a little bit of an aggressive manner, or maybe they're sarcastic, or maybe they breathe wrong. Who knows? You never know what's going to trigger us. I don't like that word. You never know what could cause us to think a certain type of way. I like that way better. So learn to accept things for what they are and as they are. There's a plan, and we have to trust in it. We don't have a choice. We have to trust in whatever happens every single day. I'm not going to tell the story, but if you'd like to hear the story of the Japanese farmer, look it up. I think it was the Japanese farmer. There's a story about a farmer that had a son that had a horse that had a couple of horses that, misfortune continued to happen because they just don't know if what's happening is good or bad until the whole thing is played out. I heard that story in a hall and it blew my mind. And then once you've got down the acceptance of life, everything's going to be okay. No matter what, everything will be okay. Especially in a program where people support you and love you. And that is exactly, God, this beard is irritating me. Especially in, in these halls, people support you, people love you, people will make sure everything is okay. People will check in on you. When you're off, they know you're off because they've learned your behaviors. So yeah, accept it. Just accept it. There's not much we can control besides our thoughts, and we can't even control our thoughts sometimes. We can't control anything except for our actions. In my opinion, they say our thoughts and our actions, but I'm not gonna lie. It's not like I intentionally am like, ooh, I'm craving today. No, it just happens, and I don't control those thoughts. But what I can do is use my daily reprieve contingent on my spiritual condition to sit and pray about it. I piss people off when they come to me with problems because the first thing I ask them is what the first thing all my sponsors have asked me. Did you pray about it? No, I didn't pray about it or I wouldn't be calling you. I'm off my soapbox. I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rest of your day and week. We're almost there. It's Thursday. And if nobody told you today, I love you. You're amazing. And I think you're beautiful. Have a great Thursday, everybody.